Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May general reading. I am also doing personal readings. The information for that you can find in the description box below. I am appreciative of all the comments and generous donations that you have seated me with. And I am deeply appreciative of your presence here in this moment. No matter what your level of support is or isn't, your presence here is magical and sustains me. So thank you for that, Gemini. Your overall energy for May is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about you being part of a team. In some ways, my sense is that you're leading this team in modeling a positive way of interacting that is more collaborative than leadership oriented. So you are perhaps helping others to understand and separate the tasks in order to solve a problem, create something that is productive and efficient. And by each member focusing on their strengths and contributing in a way that allows others to learn and to be instructed the way towards a solution to this problem, the creation of that creates also a buy-in by all the members of the team, so that you are actively understanding that the solution, the victory, or the success is something that was achieved by all members. And that creates a stronger solution or product. In the 10th house, the way that others see you, your social identity. The Ten of Wands is directly speaking to the way that you're changing your leadership style, the way that you're changing the way that you have functioned in a group, so that you're moving in a way that promotes change, even in the change of the structure that you work, as opposed to a way in which you assumed responsibility for the team. You were expected to, and you did it. However, the frustration arose from your overextended responsibilities, so that the solutions, the needs that you provided on behalf of others were not shared by you. Your needs weren't taken care of. Your needs weren't even considered, and you still participated in that, because maybe it took you a while to realize that you weren't being served in this setting, but you had the leadership skills that give others the trust that you're going to get things done. This overwhelm with busy, responsible tasks, obligations, is something that you have to release, you have to change. And this can have been physically depleting from you. The demands, the responsibilities you carry are too much for one. And in this picture, it shows this person has fulfilled his obligations, is sitting down and letting them rest, understanding that he is no longer the only one responsible for holding this up. It can't be done, not in a healthy and sustainable way. In the first house, the Four of Wands is describing where your real energy, the intention of your efforts are aimed. Your intention is to create something together, something that celebrates and supports the efforts that others, the achievements of others, as well as yourself. This is about the commitment to the process of learning and growing and creating an opportunity, a foundation for an opportunity to build more opportunities for more of the team to grow, to invite others in, to celebrate that growth, to act in some ways as gatekeepers that are bringing in new inherents, new initiates, new mentees, and helping them to get the skills or education they need to have the certification to move on. This is a way that you ideally want to create a foundation that will support the growth of everyone, support the growth of the community. In the fourth house, the house of your own home, your soul, your roots, the Six of Pentacles, is about the way that you are managing all exchanges of energy. In fact, they are the base. This is the basis on which you are refocusing, re-intending your efforts, so that you're understanding that all effort is made with an expectation of return, reward, or recognition, and that all the exchanges of energy you're engaged in must be balanced and harmonized according to an explicit set of agreements. This is contracts where everything that is expected is known, and the part that you and others play is understood. It's not assumed, it's not a surprise, and equity, not equality, is built into the exchange through, again, agreement and understanding the value of all the parts. This is something that has actually supported your understanding that there is a better way to work as a team, that there is a more inclusive, more dynamic way that your team could be supporting the ongoing, continuous growth of ideas and victory, success. In the seventh house of significant others, we have the Two of Cups. What's interesting about this is that you are not only supported by partners, either spousal partners, significant romantic relationships, and or business partners. And it doesn't have to be either or. It can be all of that. But that is because you have allowed yourself to include your higher self, your acknowledgement of your talents, your skills, your gifts. And in so doing, accepting yourself, you have understood that you can pursue your potential by following your dreams. And this is what is helping you, inspiring you to elevate your expectations of others through agreement, through deeper connection, supporting the best in others as they support the best in you. This is what is fueling, again, not only positive exchanges, because you have entered into a healthier exchange with yourself, so that you understand what is potential that is untapped. What more is there? What ways can I be better connected to my gifts so that I can share them and gain from them? So this is about finding deeper connections with others and acknowledging the support that you play on their behalf and vice versa. This is really at the key of the reciprocity that you're experiencing. If this reading is resonating for you, Gemini, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. You can share with others who may enjoy it. You can also comment below as you see fit or as you are so moved. And I pulled grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate that. And from the flora and fauna of Africa, perhaps we can get some more insight into this sense of grief you may be experiencing. And I pulled the Atlas bear, and the plant associated is the forsythia, and the key word is appreciation. Take charge. Use your mental and physical strength to overcome adversity. Protect and cherish what you love. Interesting. It's also true that perhaps a change in your relation status is encouraging you to appreciate the quality of support that you receive from those that are in your life supporting you. So people come in and out of our lives for various seasons of our life. And perhaps there's a way in which you are cumulatively appreciating the increased ability of and willingness of others to support your plans as they understand you are supportive of theirs. The Four of Wands in the first house is clarified by the Ten of Cups in the second house and the Queen of Wands in the third house. You are the community that you are creating in your life, that you're experiencing your life, is what you are creating in your efforts, in your work, in your organization, in your business practices. So that you are valuing the learning, the sharing of experiences of overcoming challenges, the transformation of what we understand to be vulnerabilities, weaknesses, into those experiences of strength, of gaining, learning, wisdom, of understanding how something difficult has caused us to understand ourselves better, to understand what we want better, to take challenging experiences as gifts that are helping you to value the wisdom of others, to protect that, to be safe in that. And this is engendering a tremendous amount of confidence in you. This confidence is what's giving fuel to your ability to reshape your relationships in your place of business or in your community. The confidence that you hold a vision that is magnifying others towards you. And this vision is this self-unification, this merging or marrying the energies within you. This is joining the divine masculine and the divine feminine, not genders, but principles, so that you are contained as each individual can potentially be. And that sense of wholeness is what attracts resources to you, the ideas, the people, the connections that you need. And that is a key foundation to this community that not only supports the growth of others, celebrates that, but understands the emotional experiences that have led to this growth and that continue to fuel it by the reflection necessary to, and the growth, the wisdom needed to appreciate the challenges to get here. The Six of Pentacles in the fourth house is clarified by the Ten of Swords in the fifth house and the Justice card in the sixth house. So you have had to let someone or something go. A passionate project, a good friend, a buddy, something that came from your heart, something that was an expression of you. You have had to sever yourself from a group perhaps that accomplished that, or the expectations of others around your role in this particular experience, this way that you found enjoyment. This can actually have been a habit, a belief that wasn't helping you, that was restricting your sense of possibility in the world, your sense of a way you could act, a way that it was okay for you to behave. You're really letting that go, and you're recognizing that that is a behavior that you were conditioned into as a result of the needs of others and the beliefs of others, not based on your beliefs or the belief in your infinite possibility. So as you are making room for this new experience, this opportunity to grow your relationships differently, structure your community in a different way, you are seeking balance with the conditions you have, the conditions we all have, the way we all learned to relate, what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable, what is marginal, what is transgressive. You're really addressing all of that through your working collaborations, through your working relations, your efforts to be whole as an individual, to be productive, efficient, healthy, so that you are sufficiently fueled and energized to release this old baggage and embrace the opportunities that you see around you. The Two of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Nine of Wands in the 8th house and the Sun in the 9th house. As something tells me that there is a relationship story in here, and I'm trying to find it. But what I am sensing is that your detachment from taking care of others in a more paternalistic way is actually helping you to find greater self-expression. That greater self-expression is allowing you to connect more deeply or differently to those that support you, to those significant others in your life, perhaps to a business partnership, claiming your gifts, claiming your right to be happy, and living that in a communal way, in a social way that inspires others, that uplifts others, is giving you a tremendous sense of accomplishment, feeling very close to something you have tried many times in the past unsuccessfully, but you now know, having experienced many losses, many failures on this route, but having learned something every time, so that you know you're close to a success. You know you're close to gelling this foundation, this cultural or spiritual communal foundation, to something that is simply the launching pad to something more. The 10 of Wands in the 10th house is clarified by the Page of Pentacles in the 11th house and the 8 of Swords in the 12th house. Yeah, you have a lot of people in your ear. There are a lot of people that have their opinions, their ideas. However, because you have worked at the creating this foundation for this new growth that you are intending, you have collected up a lot of strategies, a lot of information about what you didn't do right in the past, some step you neglected, a different way of looking at it, running at it more strategically rather than with might and without heart. You can be overwhelmed with all of the opinions of others, the ideas of others. And instead, you are actually willing to start fresh and begin at the beginning as you're really looking to expand your reach in whatever regard this is relevant to in your life. You really want to be connected to a larger, more global community. And Gemini, you certainly know with Pluto moving into Aquarius that there are lots of tools and resources out there that can connect people no matter where they are in an intimate way. And this is really where you are shining. It is your presence in interactions with others that you are open to, and you are actually some kind of a pioneer in that regard. I'm going to finish this reading, Gemini, with Crystal Oracle, and hope that you've gotten something from this. Thanking you again in advance for your comments. I always enjoy reading your thoughts. And of course, your appreciations are warmly received. And I pulled the Labradorite. And the mantra is, see the magic. It's a challenge to you, Gemini. Until next time, namaste.